wise men, sages of the East, they explain that loneliness is a problem only as long as we're not accompanied with great wisdom. Those who are wise, for them it's not loneliness, it's solitude. And solitude is very powerful.
Yes.
Because in solitude, you can actually take the time. Solitude means you're using the time for reflection, growth, self-development.
Mm-hmm.
But for that, you need some genuine knowledge. Like, otherwise it's just like, I'm like tearing myself apart. Which is why Bhagavad Gita is so powerful, because it's like, you're sitting with it, you're reading it, and suddenly you're all these agonies of life, which are very real in your heart, they start to transform. That's why the book that you're holding, Science of Self-Realization. And what is the key to transforming loneliness into solitude? Is access to genuine knowledge. So please reflect on that. It's very powerful. We can have a bunch, things don't work out. Like you were saying, it's been a difficult thing, right? Sometimes things don't work out. And we keep trying to make it work out with different people or different situations or different environments. So we keep trying to make it work and it doesn't work out. And there's a lesson in there for us. The only way to move forward from that situation is to kind of let go. And letting go creates the sense of a free fall. And free fall is not comfortable. Like, sometimes if you have to save someone, they're hanging from some big place, you gotta say, let go, we'll catch you. But you don't want to let go because you're thinking your life depends on holding on to that very scary situation. Mm-hmm. So in life, it's like that for us. We're so, we feel like our life depends on this particular thing, and like you said, makes us uncomfortable. So letting go again is only possible if you have a greater sense of shelter. What we're always looking for in life is ashraya. Ashraya means shelter. It's a Sanskrit term. And the spiritual master, the teacher, is the ashraya vigriha. They're the form of shelter. We think the shelter is a home, a job, and this and that. But actually, real shelter is spiritual shelter. In this world, nothing is stable. Sooner or later, we have to understand that storms will come. They'll take everything away. Everything. Your abilities, everything material that we have is going to go sooner or later. Either nicely, in a polite and gentle way. Like, okay, now you're at least this year, or rudely, abruptly, in a harsh and rude way. But either way, everything material leaves us, and it's a very uncomfortable situation. So these moments when things don't work out, although they pain us, they're very powerful because they prompt us to take shelter. And to take shelter, you need some knowledge of who you're taking shelter of. Which is why everything actually keeps coming back to the same point, that we need some knowledge. Which is why books like the Bhagavad Gita, Srimad Bhagavatam, are so important. We don't rise as high as our goals, we fall as low as our systems. So we can't cut corners. Bhakti Yoga is another term for lifestyle engineering. How far we go depends on how far you change your life. Like, it doesn't mean you've got to become another person. You organize, structure things in such a way there is room for growth. We just throw seeds in the garden, nothing will grow, right? Chances, but if I actually plant it properly, the right depth, right, chances of success are much more, right? Just drop seeds. So same way in our lives, we have to prepare the soil. Prepare the grounds, our hearts, the fertile ground, we have to prepare those grounds for the change to happen. It's like holding on to a hot piece of coal. Like, you're saying it's burning, but you're the one who's holding on to the coal. And this is very hard to realize we're holding on to. Unless we drop that coal, it's hard to stop hurting. So it's a very difficult process, but it's possible. The door to self-realization opens from the inside. There's a lot of people outside who can cheer you on, open the door, we're here for you. But the door opens from the inside, the key is in your hand. If your heart's closed, it's hard. And all this that we're doing is, helping us kind of see that we need some help, we need the cheering. And then we start to hear, we move from the zone of, I have no fears, I'm fine, to